everyone, it's Stephanie and Sheri. We are doing this week's topic, which is dealing with doctor's appointments. Woohoo! Now, with Sheri, we've been going to the doctor, and she was newborn. We went every month, so she was 3 months old. And once she hit 3 months old, we've been going every 3 months. And for those of you who are wondering how big of a feat that is, she turns 3 in September. So, we've been doing every 3-month appointments for a long time. So, in terms of how she deals with them, she's pretty good. She's gotten used to them. Oh, she's gonna show off her puppy. Hold him up. Yeah, that's Puppy. Here in Canada, we don't do immunizations at our doctor's offices. What you do is you have your regular doctor's appointments. Okay, put Puppy down. And then you have immunization appointments at a health clinic. So for just regular doctor's appointments, she's usually pretty good. She doesn't like being put on the scale. I'm not sure why. She never has. She flips right out. Is that so? Yeah. But so she freaks out when you put her on the scale. I'm not sure why. It's not like we even have to strip her down anymore. She's at the age where she doesn't even need to be stripped to be weighed. Just stick her on the scale and be done. But she just, I don't know. She's a little scared of that for some reason, but that's okay. Okay, you're very strange. But so we go in. Her old doctor's office just moved, and today is actually our first appointment at the new office.
My puppy.
Yeah, Sheri, I know it's your puppy, but you're like all over me. Oh, but at her old office, there weren't a lot of toys or anything because it wasn't just a pediatric office. There are books and stuff to read, but Sheri doesn't usually read, and it's a bilingual doctor. So a lot of it was in French anyway. But she's always entertained by something or anything. She just sort of wanders around, looks around, sees what's going on. So she's really good with that. At this new office, we'll see what it's like. Like I said, this afternoon is our first appointment at her new office. So we'll see how Sheri does today. I'm hoping she'll behave herself quite nicely, but no guarantees with a 2-year-old. Sheri, cut it. But yeah, she's gotten pretty good with the actual doctor's appointments. Immunizations, she was really good for a long time. No, she's showing her baby. She used to just actually roll up her arm and stick her arm out and get a shot in it. She didn't care. She'd like maybe half whine for a second and then she'd be fine and didn't care anymore. But she's a little more needle shy now. She had to get a few rounds of blood work just to make sure she didn't have any underlying conditions that we didn't know about that were causing her not to grow as quickly as we thought she should be. And with that, the latest ones, unfortunately, were quite traumatic for her. They took 10 vials of blood, and I physically had to lay on top of her to keep her still. She got stuck in both arms, and now she's a little more gun-shy when it comes to needles now, just because of that. And I don't blame her. She should be. Excuse me. That's not a pleasant experience, but apart from that, she's usually really good. No, Sheri, don't do that. You're gonna break it. Apart from that, she's usually really, really good. Whoa. I'm getting the stink eye from my infant. I'm gonna see if I can turn this to show you guys. Can you see her? Look at that face! Oh my goodness! Wow, I don't know what he did to her today, but sorry, off topic. But either way, Sheri's really good with appointments. She's been so good with her immunizations. She doesn't have to go back till she's school age now, which is really awesome. Hi, kitty. Stop glaring at me. So that's really good, and that makes her happy, makes me happy, because I don't have to worry about it. Doesn't have to do more blood work, so that's always good. So pretty much it's just regular checkups. I'm hoping that soon we can have her off of appointments every 3 months. It is exhausting for me, just because she has seen her doctor every 3 months since basically she was a newborn. And with Caitlin now too, I have double the amount of appointments I have to deal with because I have Caitlin's specialists and everything else that we have to take care of. So it's a lot. It is tiring. It is stressful some days when I can't get them out of the house happily. When it comes for Caitlin to have an appointment, Sheri does, and I have to figure out ways to keep Sheri occupied for that appointment. What do you say?
Peace.
Ow!
Peace.
Ow!
Sorry.
It's okay. Kiss mommy better. Thank you. But overall, Sheri's really good with the doctor. She likes her doctor. Her doctor always has baby dolls to play with, just little plastic baby dolls. And Sheri always gets stickers, and she gets to play with the things, like look in her ears and things like that. She gets to play with them, and so she's really good about it. Like we've gotten so lucky with how she acts. She's such a good kid out in public, and it shows when we go to the doctor because she's so good. And it helps that she's such a flirt because she just is always sitting there and she's flirting to everyone and just wants to talk to people and see what they're like. Oh my god. But, like, this is what she's like when you go. She's just cute and funny, and she's like that at the doctor, and she's so good about it. Like I said, the only thing that really gets her is when she's sat on the scale, and I don't honestly understand that. Like, it's a scale. It's the easiest part of the appointment, is you sit and you get weighed, and it's done. But that is the one part that bothers her, and I don't understand it. But, apart from that, she hasn't really had any real meltdowns there. Nothing too major.
Mommy.
What?
I talk to Sheri.
You want to talk to Sheri?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She had one shortly after Caitlin was born. When she went in for a checkup, and I think that's just because she was.
Checkup.
Yeah, Sheri has a checkup.
Where's your checkup?
Yeah, Sherry's going for a checkup. But I think that was just because of the shock of everything else. It just sort of screwed with her. But, like, really, she doesn't flip out. She doesn't usually scream or cry too much. She's really good about it. Back up. And as you can see, she doesn't mind the fact that she's going for a checkup this afternoon. So, that's always a good sign with her. I'm hoping once Caitlin gets older, she'll be as easy. She'll be more used to needles for sure by the time we get to immunizations and things like that. Yeah, Sheri has a checkup. But I hope she's as easygoing with doctor's appointments and everything else when she gets older. And yes, Sheri, we're going for a checkup. But yeah, really, it's been fairly easy. It's more exhausting for me than anything else with all the doctor's appointments, just because we have gone for so long with Sheri and so often. It's not just that, like, we go every 3 months, plus we've done specialist appointments, we've done blood work. No, leave it on. We've done 3 rounds of blood work. We've seen nutritionists and gastroenterologists and people to make sure doesn't have any issues for why she's growing so slowly and why she's so small. So it's been a lot, and it's more with Caitlin now because we have her neuro appointments and extra checkups and developmental appointments and physical and occupational therapy and everything else. It's just it's exhausting on my part, but Sheri is awesome with it. I try and make it fun for her. She gets treats. We usually go out for lunch after her doctor's appointments because she's usually so good about it. So I usually end up taking her out for lunch, getting her fast food or something, high calories, and that's what she's supposed to be eating. So I make it fun for her. She doesn't mind too much. She's a pretty good kid, so. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, that's pretty much how we deal with our dark moments here, and I guess I will talk to you guys all later. Bye.